Antifa is any group that's willing to stand up against fascists by any means necessary.
The question is, who are these black-clad mystery fighters coming for the alt-right?
Antifa is a far-left political movement that argues it's necessary to confront hate groups, sometimes with force.
So we know who they are. The question is, what is Antifa all about? And that's the first problem, because Antifa has no defined leadership. There's no clear way to know what they're actually meant to do, and not do, for that matter. So, for instance, some Antifa members say that their purpose is to make life difficult for Nazis and white supremacists.
Fuck them all! Fuck them all!
I've never seen a group of people that can't throw a punch.
What a bunch of wusses. Yeah, they can't throw a punch, they need sticks, and they gotta hide their faces.
This was a sometimes very violent group of protesters that call themselves Antifa, known to not only clash with bigots, but also occasionally storefronts.
I think that a lot of people recognize that when pushed, self-defense is a legitimate response to white supremacist and neo-Nazi violence. And, you know, we've tried ignoring neo-Nazis in the past. And the lesson of history is you need to take it with the utmost seriousness before it's too late. We've seen the millions of deaths that have come from not taking it seriously enough. And the way to stop that, pull the emergency brake and say, you can't make this normal.
I think it's a spectacularly bad idea to give one group of people the right to silence another group of people.
They believe that free speech and what they call hate speech is violence. And I don't know what Brian was talking about with free speech, but the bottom line is free speech is free even when you don't like it. The Bill of Rights does not protect you against being offended, and I'm not sure if Antifa understands that, but maybe they should go back and take a look at the Constitution and reread it.
It's likely to lead to a terrible spiral. We saw that in Berkeley. The Antifa came and shut down a speech. The next time, the army. And so, you know, where does something like that stop?
A lot of people don't have the choice whether they can defend themselves or not. A lot of people are under attack, and sometimes they need to be able to defend themselves. You know, it's a privileged position to be able to say that you never have to defend yourself from these kinds of monsters.
You know, it's not an issue of defending yourself. It's an issue of trying to silence other people. No one is saying that, you know, if you're slugged in the face that you have to sit there and take it. It's a very peculiar notion of self-defense to say you can censor people.
show up in the helmets and the black masks, and they've got clubs and they've got everything. Antifa!